Someone fetch me my apron. I feel good. I feel good.
So, in terms of situational awareness, there's certain aspects of the technical term. I'm not going to overteach y'all tonight. I want to make sure that what we discuss is going to be something that's going to make sense, something you're going to feel. All right? Situational awareness, situational dynamics. It's defined as a caveat of social psychology. Basically, we define a situation based on complex interplay of anchors of attitude, self-interest, social inhibition, social interaction, and situational circumstance. So, I want to talk about anchors of attitude. Anchors of attitude, those are important things. What anchors of attitude are, those are the things, or some people call them attitude anchors, right? What they do is they keep us balanced. Those are the things where if I know that I'm a person that can tend to black out within certain situations, I recognize that, okay, let me fall back. Let me walk away. Let me leave the room. Because remember, we all have an opportunity to choose our room. So that's going to be a recurring theme in this thing. Anchors of attitude. That's what an anchor of attitude is, or attitude anchor. What they do is they allow you to understand your own personal Achilles heel, strengths and weaknesses, so that when you know you're faced with a certain situation where you might spaz or black out, you'll take some deep breaths. You'll fall back. You'll look away and cuss them off out in your head. Whatever those situational anchors are that keep you balanced, that's what those are. The next one is self-interest. Self-interest is the aspect of self-preservation. Understanding the need to keep yourself alive. It's a survival instinct. Understanding that even though you could be in a situation with you and someone else, that's that psychological defense mechanism that's going to make you be like, yeah, they cool, but hell no, I got to get the hell on. Self-interest. There's social inhibition. Social inhibition is the thing that helps you know that you got to shut the fuck up when you're in a certain situation. You can say what you want when you're talking to your kids. Say what you want when you're talking to somebody you may feel, deserve less respect than you. But social inhibition is what creates that dynamic whereby you don't cuss your boss out when you want to. That was the one that made, what's his name? Smokey, say nothing when Debo was there, but talk shit after he left. Those are social inhibitions. Those are the things that we do to keep ourselves safe. Social interaction. Understanding the dynamic of that place, of that room, which means it puts you in a position where you're going to move a certain way, you're going to interact a certain way. Once you start to study those folks in there, you see certain things, you're going to move a little differently. Perfect example. You've been to dinner with a dude. He doesn't want to have his back to the door. That's an aspect of situational dynamics that are ingrained into many of us men. Not sitting with your back to the door. Not always knowing the entryway, but knowing potential exit. Scanning the room. All of that plays a piece in it. But I think the main piece that we're going to cover within, The quintuplet of situational dynamics is going to be number 5, which is situational circumstance. Situational circumstance. The circumstance of the situation that you're in, and understanding the things, understanding what power we actually have, you know. So I'm gonna give you one aspect of situational dynamics, right? So I want you guys to think for a minute. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Close your eyes for a minute. Now, I put a guy who weighs about 100 pounds soaking wet, and I put him in some pants, and I put $4,000 in his pocket, and that wad is sticking out his pants, and I put him into a room with 12 children. Leave him in there for about 2 hours. What's the probability of him leaving with that money? Now,
how much was it?
$4,000.
Now he might not leave it all of it. He might leave
Right, you live in a room with 15 children, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now, but there's still a level of unsurety for some people. So close your eyes. Same dude, same pants, same $4,000. You put him in a room with 15 muscle-bound, starving, hood-ass, jail workout-looking, 300-pound, 6'6" monsters in that room, and they hungry. Now, talk to me about the probability of that man leaving with any or all of his money, with any or some of his money.
He probably ain't leaving with none of his money.
He'd be glad to be leaving.
Thank you.
Okay. Situational dynamics. Does it always involve the people? Or does it actually involve, does it always involve the people, or does it actually involve the situations we put people in? In the situations that people are born to understand.
I think it involves the situation we put people in. That's just me.
Well, I think there's a certain set of situations you're born in,
Mm-hmm.
and based on how your life goes is how much gas you got in your boat. You're trying to get to a new destination.
Mm-hmm.
Because by the time you reach what they call adulthood, you know if your situation is helping you or hurting you, you know whether you want to stay or leave, mature or immature.